Have you ever found yourself in one of those moments where life just feels like it's completely, coming apart at the seams?
Hmm.
Maybe all your carefully laid plans just crumble, or a truth hits you so hard that it shakes the very foundations of who you thought you were.
Yeah, it's
It's
destabilizing.
not just uncomfortable, it's devastating, right? A
Yeah.
truly difficult day. But what if these very moments, these really deep, disorienting shifts, are actually the most powerful catalysts for profound, authentic change?
That's a really interesting way to frame it.
So today we're embarking on a deep dive into what we're calling the transformative magic of difficult days.
Okay.
Our journey is inspired by, well, a really rich stack of sources.
Hmm.
We've got everything from the timeless spiritual wisdom of Leo Tolstoy and the Buddha
The classic.
to the sharp modern insights of someone like Stephen Pressfield, and even, practical advice from figures like Tom Brady.
Quite a mix.
It is. Our mission really is to explore what Pressfield so aptly calls the all is lost moment,
Right, that phrase really resonates.
and understand how these seemingly devastating experiences aren't just something to, like, grit your teeth and endure, but truly they can be gifts. Gifts that reveal our true selves and lead to remarkable personal transformation.
And what's truly at the heart of this deep dive, I think, is moving beyond just surviving these moments of crisis.
Exactly. More than just getting through it.
Yeah, we're actually diving into their profound, almost alchemical power to reshape us entirely. We'll try to extract some actionable wisdom from these incredibly diverse perspectives.
Helping you discover.
Right, helping you see not just what these moments are, but actually how to navigate them. The goal is genuine growth and maybe a life that feels more deeply aligned with who you truly are rather than just, getting back to normal.
Okay, so to really grasp this, we need to start by defining this pivotal, often, well, gut-wrenching experience.
Let's do it.
Stephen Pressfield, in his work, he describes the all is lost moment as an intense shock, a blow so emotionally devastating that it wakes us up
Wakes us up.
and makes us see, truly, and for the first time, something about ourselves, something cataclysmically self-destructive or self-deluded.
Wow, that's powerful language.
It is. It's that sudden, undeniable confrontation with a truth we simply, well, cannot live with anymore. It hits you, as he puts it, like a ton of bricks, right? Just obliterating your previous reality.
Yeah, it's definitely more than just a bad day or even, a bad year sometimes. It's the instant when our carefully constructed illusions, the narratives we tell ourselves, the facades we meticulously maintain.
For ourselves, too, not just others.
Oh, absolutely. For ourselves especially sometimes. Those facades suddenly and irrevocably collapse.
But
The sources describe it so vividly. Sometimes it's feeling like dying while still breathing, where everything falls away, revealing what was always there beneath the performance.
beneath the performance, like the real you underneath.
Exactly. It's not the gentle nudge of self-improvement we often, sign up
For
for.
gentle nudges here.
No. It's a lightning strike of recognition that doesn't just chip away, it shatters the very foundation of who we thought we were, leaving us utterly exposed. It's like the universe saying, okay, enough, you need to see this now.
That's such a powerful image.
Yeah.
Everything falls away. And the source material offers these really piercing examples. Pressfield himself.
Yeah.
He recounts his own all is lost moment when he realized he had utterly failed at the one thing that was most important to him.
Right.
And crucially, that the fault was entirely his own.
Ouch. That self-awareness is key.
No external blame. It's like a direct mirror. Or think of Roseanne Cash. She had all of this commercial and artistic success, right?
Huge success.
But she had this profound moment of clarity when she understood she was still, in essence, a dilettante in the creative sphere, the writing, the art that she respected and valued above all else.
Even with all the accolades.
Exactly. It's that chilling clarity when, as the sources note, the gap between our public face and private truth becomes so vast that something must give way. It's unbearable to maintain the fiction any longer.
And what's so striking about those examples, whether it's Pressfield confronting his own, like artistic avoidance, or Cash realizing a deeper truth about her calling,
Yeah.
is how specific and personal The revelations are, it's not some vague feeling of malaise. It's a pinpoint realization.
Yeah.
Feels like a direct hit to your core identity.
Well, to the core.
It's when that carefully curated image you've projected and maybe even believed yourself just can no longer hold, which it raises a crucial question, doesn't it?
Okay, what's that?
Once this foundational self-confrontation occurs, right? Once the illusions are shattered and you're left with this raw truth,
Huh.
how does the hero come back?
Ah, yes. The return journey.
How exactly does transformation unfold after such a devastating truth has been laid bare? Because it's not simply about surviving the blow, it's about what you build from the rubble, you know?
That's where it gets really compelling, I think. Because our natural inclination in those moments is often to protect the self we've built, right? The one that just got shattered.
We want to patch it up.
Exactly. Put the pieces back together just as they were. But what if that very self, the one we're so desperately trying to preserve, is precisely what's been holding us back all along?
That's a challenging thought.
There's this quote from Carl Bryan that really hits hard on this. Taking good care of you means the people in your life will receive the best of you rather than what's left of you.
Okay, I like that.
We often think of self-care as something gentle, a bubble bath, a quiet moment.
It's the usual stuff.
But this quote, especially in the context of an all-is-lost moment, it implies something much more radical, doesn't it? Something that might feel deeply uncomfortable, at least initially.
Absolutely. That insight points to a fundamental paradox. Sometimes the most radical act of self-care isn't about building up or protecting. It's actually the complete dismantling of the self we've been protecting.
Dismantling. Yeah.
Think about it. The exhaustion we feel. It isn't just from giving to others, though that's certainly part of it.
Sure.
It's also from giving from a depleted source while simultaneously maintaining a facade.
Ah, the energy drain of the facade.
Exactly. We spend enormous energy maintaining versions of ourselves that no longer serve, trying to live up to expectations, real or imagined. That constant performance is incredibly draining.
So exhausting.
So the truly restorative act, then, can be letting go of that facade even when it's painful and exposing. It's radical honesty with yourself. And that's actually a very deep kind of care.
So true self-care becomes this act of immense courage, then. A bold choice, not just a comforting ritual.
It has to be.
It demands saying goodbye to familiar patterns, comfortable lies, and the approval that comes from being who others expect us to be. It's like letting go of a very heavy but really familiar backpack.
Good analogy.
Paulo Coelho's promise becomes like a guiding light here. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with new hello.
A new hello.
And this goodbye isn't just to external things.
Right.
It's to those deeply ingrained internal narratives, those comfortable but restrictive stories we tell ourselves.
The ones on repeat.
Yeah, that no longer fit who we are becoming. It's the moment we choose our true, unburdened selves over our convenient, well-adjusted ones.
And in the quiet aftermath of such a profound crisis, when all our usual strategies for coping and performing have failed.
But you've got nothing left in the old toolkit.
Right. When the noise of those old narratives has finally quieted down, something much softer, yet incredibly clear, emerges.
Right.
Leo Tolstoy, who was such a profound observer of the human spirit, he writes of a voice of conscience that makes no mistakes.
Makes no mistakes.
Interesting. He says this voice wants not the fulfillment of the animal's self, but its denial or sacrifice.
Denial or sacrifice. That sounds tough. It sounds like it's asking for something difficult.
It often is initially.
That's a beautiful way to put it, though, a signal that finally cuts through the static. But if this voice is so clear, why do we so rarely hear it before these all-is-lost moments? What's drowning it out?
That's a critical question, isn't it? And what's fascinating here is that this inner voice, it's probably been there all along, kind of humming beneath the surface.
Always there.
Yeah, but it often takes the complete collapse of everything else for us to actually hear it clearly. Fyodor Strakov notes that a person who doesn't know their life's real purpose, they don't truly know what is given to them by God-like, what their innate gifts or calling really are.
So you're just not tuned in.
Pretty much. The daily grind, societal expectations, the endless pursuit of external validation, even our own ego-driven desires, they create this cacophony, it just drowns out this subtler truth.
Too much noise.
The crisis strips away those distractions. It's like hitting the mute button on the static, allowing that true purpose, the inner wisdom, to finally resonate. It's maybe the cost of never being still enough to listen before.
So it really does take a monumental internal shift. Tolstoy, he further describes this voice as wanting something seemingly useless, seemingly senseless, seemingly incomprehensible.
Doesn't sound appealing so far.
but at the same time, something actually beautiful and good, which can be achieved only through effort. It's rarely the easy, logical path, is it?
Almost never.
Think about that artist who quits their stable corporate job to paint, maybe.
Yeah.
Or the entrepreneur who launches some quirky passion project when everyone says they should stick to what's proven.
Right, the things that don't make sense on paper.
Arthur Schopenhauer adds to this, noting that as our self-interest diminishes, our anxieties disappear, and then comes quiet and firm joy.
Less ego, more joy.
He draws this powerful contrast between the lonely egoist and a kind person who lives in a world of beneficent events. And Lucy Mallory. She provides this beautiful reminder that while the body can get lost in a sensual life, the soul will always find truth. It will find the way. This voice is like our internal GPS for an authentic life.
And that connection to the seemingly useless is incredibly important, because it truly explains why transformation often feels like it's moving backward before it moves forward.
Backward. How so?
Well, conscience asks us to choose what might look foolish by conventional standards, right?
Okay.
To maybe create when we're told we should be networking, or to simplify when we're pressured to accumulate, maybe serve when society encourages us to compete.
Going against the grain.
Completely. It's a call to trust a wisdom that is beyond simple logic or immediate gratification. It demands a leap of faith. The world says more, more, more. Conscience often whispers less but better. Or just different.
Less but better. I like that. So, okay, if we've gone through this deep internal realignment, this moment of clarity, what does this all mean when we're ready to re-engage with the world?
Right, because you can't stay in that internal space forever.
This inner transformation isn't meant to keep us in quiet contemplation forever, is it? It has to eventually translate into how we show up, how we contribute.
Action is needed.
The sources stress a profound order here. Purpose should come before making a living financially.
Purpose first.
But they can be followed by it. Money comes after we produce or discover something.
Interesting sequence.
They go on to say, our only true security is our ability to produce something for our fellow man, and our only guarantee of happiness is our joy in producing it. That sounds like building a life from the inside out rather than the outside in.
That's exactly it.
But how does that change our practical approach to achieving things? Does planning go out the window?
No, not at all. This signifies a fundamental shift in our entire approach to life and work. We don't retreat from engagement. Instead, we engage more skillfully, maybe more intentionally, from a place of aligned purpose.
Skillfully. Okay.
This is why practical advice like plan your work, work your plan, actually takes on an entirely new depth after an all-is-lost moment. It's no longer just about efficiency or ticking boxes on a to-do list. It becomes about intentionality and alignment with that inner voice you've rediscovered. Your actions become an extension of your purpose, not just a means to some external end.
Ah, okay. That makes perfect sense. It moves from like a drill sergeant's command to maybe a sculptor's mindful chisel.
Nice, yeah.
It's the difference between doing tasks because you have to and doing them because they matter to your newly discovered purpose. And Tom Brady's simple yet profound philosophy, it fits perfectly here, doesn't it? Distills so much of this practical wisdom. First, find out what's good and find out what's bad.
Step 1. Sounds simple enough.
Then do more good and do less bad and you'll be a success. It's incredibly straightforward. But after a crisis, doesn't that simplicity feel almost revolutionary?
It really does, because after the fog clears, after you've stripped away what isn't serving you, that kind of simple truth resonates so deeply.
It's through the noise again.
Exactly. It's a blueprint for life, guiding purposeful action in every arena, from personal choices to professional stuff. We see this kind of calibration reflected beautifully in Bob Toski's golf grip metaphor.
Golf. Okay, let's hear it.
He says, "In thy hands lies the truth of your swing. The hands take hold of to feel, and the arms swing freely. A light to firm grip will create a fast, swift blow. A firm, tight grip will create a heavy, slow blow."
Light to firm for speed, firm tight is slow and heavy.
Right. And this applies way beyond golf, I think. It applies to how we hold our goals, our relationships, even our daily tags. Engaged but not desperate, committed but not rigidly attached to a specific outcome.
Not white-knuckling it.
Exactly. There's a certain ease, a powerful flow that comes with this kind of alignment. Not too tight, not too loose.
So it's about being connected to the outcome, but not strangling it with a death grip.
Perfectly put.
And E.W. Ahrens reminds us of the profound value of perspective in this process. To look backward for a while is to refresh the eyes, to restore them, and render them fit for their prime function of looking forward.
Ugh, the backward glance.
Reflection, in this context, it becomes a vital tool for wise action, right? Not a dwelling place for regret.
Crucial distinction.
It's how we integrate the hard-won lessons from the all-is-lost moment without getting stuck in the past, allowing us to move forward with, hopefully, clearer vision.
Yeah, learning from it, not living in it.
This transformation, then, it changes not just what we do, but fundamentally how we move through time itself.
The quality of movement.
There's a powerful quote that captures this beautifully, describing a kind of effortless momentum. I am forever forward. No hurry, no pause.
Ooh, I like that. No hurry, no pause.
It's an intriguing paradox, isn't it? How does one embody no hurry, no pause when life constantly demands urgency or seems to throw up endless obstacles? What kind of forward motion is that?
I think it suggests a quality of momentum that comes not from anxiety or ambition,
Not from pushing.
but from deep alignment with something larger than just your personal will. It's the profound difference between pushing and flowing, between forcing an outcome and allowing it to unfold from a place of inner clarity and purpose.
Okay, pushing versus flowing.
Imagine a river, maybe. It moves relentlessly forward, but it's not hurrying. It simply follows the path of least resistance, carving its way through the landscape.
Truly.
That's the kind of confident yet gentle forward motion born from being truly aligned with your inner truth. It's sustainable, it's powerful, and it's deeply satisfying, I think, not frantic.
That's a perfect analogy. It makes so much more sense when you think of it as a natural force rather than sheer effort. And Nelson Mandela's observation rings so profoundly true here. It always seems impossible until it's done.
So true.
From the outside, especially when you're in the thick of an all-is-lost moment, truly meaningful change can look utterly and possibly out of reach.
Completely insurmountable sometimes.
We're trying to imagine a transformed future from our current limited level of consciousness, our current operating system.
From inside the old box.
But when that consciousness shifts, when you've been fundamentally changed by the crisis, the impossible becomes not just possible, but often feels utterly inevitable. It's like the software upgrade finally makes the complex program run smoothly.
Precisely. And even in the simpler story, the magic of hard days, this truth is clear, right? Things like tying your shoes or learning to ride a bike
Oh yeah, totally impossible at first.
seem absolutely impossible at first. We hit walls, we fall down, we get frustrated, but with persistence and that crucial inner shift in our understanding and capability,
The aha moment.
yeah, they become not just possible, but easy, almost second nature. The transformation within, that shift in perspective and understanding, allows us to tackle what once seemed insurmountable. It just opens up a whole new landscape of possibilities.
So in the end, what this deep dive really reveals is that true transformation. It's less about adding something new to ourselves, like adding another skill or another achievement,
Not just layering more on top.
and far more about releasing what we never actually were. It's a profound stripping away, a kind of unbecoming.
Unbecoming, I like that.
But what's left after all that letting go,
Yeah.
after the stripping away?
Well, what's left, as the Buddha's timeless wisdom so beautifully encapsulates, are the things that truly matter.
Okay.
In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you.
Wow. Love, gentleness, letting go.
This points to maybe the highest human art, the profound wisdom of knowing what to hold close, what to cultivate, and what to release with grace without clinging to old identities or outdated aspirations. It's the ultimate discernment, maybe.
The all-is-lost moment, then, as devastating and terrifying as it feels when you're in the thick of it.
And it does feel terrifying.
It's actually a profound gift. The gift of truth that cuts through years of self-deception in a single stroke.
Like a laser beam.
What follows isn't just recovery, it's a deep discovery. Discovery of who you actually are beneath the performance.
Finding the real you.
Of what you're truly capable of when you stop trying to be someone else entirely. It's seeing the indestructible core, maybe.
This truly is the ultimate alchemy of crisis, isn't it? Turning the lead of despair into the gold of insight.
Leading to gold.
The death of an old self into the birth of a new, the end of who we were into a beginning of who we're truly meant to be. The fire that seems to destroy us actually reveals what was indestructible all along, just burning away everything but the purest essence.
That's a powerful way to end. So as you reflect on this deep dive into the transformative magic of difficult days, maybe consider what uncomfortable truth, what potential all-is-lost moment might be calling for your attention in your own life right now.
Mm.
Perhaps this is just a quiet whisper you've been trying to ignore.
And maybe ask yourself, how might listening more closely to that voice of conscience, even when it asks for something that feels seemingly useless or senseless by conventional standards,
The crazy idea.
yeah, how might that guide you to a path of greater joy, maybe greater purpose, and genuine connection, leading you toward that world of beneficent events Schopenhauer mentioned? What would that actually look like for you?
It's a lot to think about. Remember, every challenge, every moment of crisis, it carries within it the potential for profound magic. It's not just about getting through it.
But transforming through.
Exactly.
Oh,
Transforming through it, emerging clearer, stronger, and more authentically you.